Alright, let's get into it. Um, I got a package from Board Paradise, and I got a package from Amazon. I ordered a bunch of shit from Amazon. It came in yesterday, so I really don't know what this is. And I guess another set of these like leefais, 32 millimeter raws. So that's cool. I don't remember ordering those. Whatever. But this should be that Black River Woob deck. This shouldn't be the complete. The complete is the one I'm going to put in the black box. Just because I feel like that is going to be a great representation of the era. Because I remember like this came out not too long after. I always wanted the Elias Asmuth board. It almost looked like a mini logo board, but on the side it had, I think it had the burn mark, and then it had like his signature and like a little. I think it was like a little character. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but yeah. So there you go. 5-ply, not 7-ply. Um, and if the complete comes in a 7-ply, it doesn't matter because it's going in a black box. So I've never had a Berlin Wood or a Black River, for that matter. Just because, like in my generation, the only way you were getting Black River stuff is if you were ordering from Flatface, or if you were paying hella money in shipping. So there you go. So when I was younger, it. I ordered some BRTs from Flatface. I think it was like a G15, super aggressive mold. Those gold BRT Flatface wheels that you see all the time on that dumb one. All that was ordered at around the same time. And that was right when Black River came out with the BRT 2.0s. So here we go. We got I don't know who that appeals to. This one's kind of cool, like Joy Division, kind of played out, but it's cool. I respect shit like this a lot more. This is way cooler at the skate park, right? Is he rocking some Janowskis? I think he's rocking some Janowskis. That's okay because you're in Germany, and I have Janowskis as well. So I think everybody has had a set of Janowskis. And you get your little rip tape instructions. So here's what we're really here for. Boom. It's looking good. It's looking tasty. And the top is a green ply. Let's check it out. It really, it's a lot more mellow than I was anticipating, which is fine by me. Here is a Catfish Barbecue saltwater. I mean, it's nowhere near this low, but it's not like I don't have any open beast pants. I don't really have any decks that are set up that are aggressive. I honestly think the most aggressive setup that I have there's no way. I think it might be. Hold on. So yeah, that just goes to show you the closest thing I have setup wise is going to be this Presto. And I don't think it is the same. It's pretty close, though. It's pretty close. A little bit different, but pretty close. Um, Even like the length. So I love the Presto. So I think I'm gonna like this. Let me throw some fucking board rails on it. So I feel like that's the wave. I don't really know though, because these board rails are kind of fucking suspect. I don't even know why the fuck I bought these. Alright, so I don't know. I don't know what combo we should do with this bad boy, because we got the yellow in there, but I just feel like these like Rocco's Modern Life type board rails is just gonna be too much. I feel like the daggers will be pretty nice. So we're gonna do that. Mostly because we don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't know if anybody wants some fucking board rails like this, a baseball bat and a arrow, and then like a Andy Anderson, Rodney Mullen-esque nose and tail guard. Whoa. New old stock alert. Um, yeah, so we're gonna throw those shaboing boings on there. I really want to see what these like Lurpiv uh, Type S trucks are like, but I'm gonna save that for the Dr. M because I feel like that's gonna be a groovy combo, especially with that those Joycolt XL 3.0s. So we're gonna use these. Actually, you know what? We're not. Sorry, I had to switch the flow up a little bit. Oh, that's those two. Shit's getting out of hand. There we go. So I've never tried caramels, as I've said in previous videos, but these look strikingly close. So we're gonna set it up with these. Let's focus a little bit. I really despise putting board rails on. Dude, where the fuck are the white ones? I just had them. There they are. Okay. Yeah, so if you've never put board rails on, um, it's a very delicate process. Actually, not really. These ones are pretty good. Sometimes you get them with like, I mean, because they're wood screws, right? They're self like tapping screws. And they're fucking microscopic. Like I've worked on a lot of RC cars and built a lot of like niche hobby things, and this is one of the smallest screws I have ever encountered. And honestly, I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, but sometimes you will get board rails. Like it just happened. I don't know if you could see it. I don't know if it was in frame. But these little screws that they give you, they have a point at the end because they are wood screws. They are meant to go into wood. But if you are putting them into your board and they end up coming out, as long as you have that pilot hole, you can put other screws in there. Just don't, I mean, obviously look at the length of the screw. You don't want a screw that's longer than the thickness of your deck. Don't do that. So yeah, this one's gonna be good. I can already feel it. Or it's just gonna be really bad. There is no middle ground with this one. But I'd like to believe that it's gonna be pretty good. Um, and if not, it doesn't fucking matter because I have a whole nother one that's just gonna go into a black box. Yeah, and like also, if you have like any sort of adhesive, um, that's pretty good. Like throw some adhesive down on your ass end of your board rails, and that'll help just line up the board rails. Still put the screws in it. Alright, but that'll help you line it up. That way you're not like fucking trying to do a balancing act. Show me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this thing's gonna be looking fucking gutter. See, that was a good screw. But these screws are just so fucking small. So there's like not a lot to grab a hold of. So just mind you, no matter what board rails you run, if you're running board rails and you're not putting adhesive tape on the back of your board rails like I just did, I didn't put any adhesive on there, you're going to eventually need to put a different screw in there. Because these screws just aren't meant for the type of force that the board is going to endure while doing fucking lip slides. You know what I'm saying? Out here like Brian Anderson fucking breaking shit. And it's all fun and games until you're at the setup with one board rail and the opposite side of your board has fucking holes in it. Or your shit's rattling. Yeah, bad vibes. Same with real skateboarding. Like, there's nothing worse than untight board rails. So, yeah, there we go. Some people would say I just fucking ruined this, and to them, don't worry about it. Get a whole new one that will be untouched, unmolested, as we call it in the drift world. It will be garage kept. I mean, that's no fun, but you know what I'm saying. So now we're going to throw on these Truckarooskies. See how these are. These board rails were from leefai, and we just went through that whole rant about the screws. Just to let you know, like, they didn't like go in there super far, so I already know that they're gonna come out eventually. That's why I prefaced it. Nice, nice, nice. What I would come to expect. Yeah, wow, that's flawless. Okay. Yeah, so the countersink, this has to be done fucking via machine. Which, I mean, I like the by hand shit, but you know. This is going together super, super easy. So, yeah. And I don't really ever buy anything this kind of like name brand, kind of household name, Pinnacle fingerboard stuff. I mean, definitely I've had BRTs, but like I don't want BRTs on a Black River board with BRT wheels. Like, yeah, that's cool to put in a box, but like for real, that's I feel like it doesn't really have any expression, right? But then again, it doesn't matter if you're on it and just shredding, right? So, do you like what you like? These trucks look fucking low, and I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm used to them, but I've been riding BRTs and leefai cut BRT clones for a couple weeks now. I did set up that Presto with the dynamics, and I like long wheelbase decks. It takes more effort, of course, to get the board to do what you want, but for me, it's more predictable. And it seems to just be more realistic, at least in my mind, how I like to view skateboarding. But I mean, I also love my BRT, so it's like, yeah, whatever. Do you? Okay, here we go. The Woobinator. The Woobinator Black River fingerboard. I had the Danibles banana yogurt drink thing. I think they call them smoothies. They are fucking mistaken. They are not smoothies. That shit is pureed fucking yogurt, bitch. Don't try to play me. But yeah, I had one of those earlier and it was fucking fantastic. See how these wheels look. Smells like fucking ass. Smells like China. Yeah, we don't need that. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is gonna be pretty crispy. It's Fucking Barons are rolling fast as hell. I'm about to see if I have some more 8 equal grip gaps. I know I fucking do somewhere. I just feel like that'd be fucking hilarious. I don't know if you can hear that. But that is these leefai bull wheels with shields on. Safety always on. Yeah, but the fucking the shields are on. So yeah, these roll really good, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, the rolling doesn't really amount to anything unless you do the centrifugal force of gravity down on the board. Yeah, fuck all that. These roll good. Like here are some Daytonas. Here's some labs. Still fucking going. And then here are those leefais. They're loud though. I mean, they literally sound like raw bearings, which there's nothing wrong with. Some people like a really quiet setup, but for me, like skateboarding too, like I like the crispness of like shieldless bearings, the actual board rails being tight on the board. Like I don't need it to be like locked in, like I'm trying to reach 100 miles an hour, but I want that bitch dialed in. Yeah, this is looking crazy. This is looking really crazy. I'm surprised I didn't lose any hardware. Usually it happens. Ooh. Right off the bat, I can tell we're gonna have to do some truck stuff. And it looks like the bottom bushing is just like a cone. Almost like independent stage 4s. Whereas the top one is conical. Where nowadays, like stage 11s, independents, they're going to use a conical bushing on top and bottom. If you're buying bones bushings, that's a conical bushing on top and bottom. Stage 4, that's a barrel bushing on the bottom and a conical on top. So I mean, like there's multiple ways to do different things. Geometry's crazy. Man, I haven't had rip tape in so long. This was the first fingerboard tape I'd ever gotten. Yeah, before I tried this, it was just a Tech Deck grip tape. And I mean, I think like a couple times I cut like a piece of like Jessup or Mob, and then I realized like that shit fucks your fingers up. I mean, I should have known because like when you pop out of a quarter pipe to grab your board, like especially on like a fresh setup, your thumb is fucking toasted. So didn't really think that one through. But yeah, this is OG, the fucking rip tape. Rip tape, and then there was rip tape slim and catchy, and then there was rip tape uncut, and then like when I was still in school, it's like FBS was like harder to obtain, but everybody was like, yeah, the FBS is so much better because it's like rip tape and it's fucking pre-broken in. So, you know, like, internet wasn't what it is now. I mean, it definitely was vast, but not to the level that it is now. So that was like kind of like that underground type shit. Like, not really underground, but like, you know, if you knew anything about the scene, like, that's, at least that's the tape that I wanted. Just because, like, I hadn't experienced it yet. And, like, it was like, yeah, just knowing that it could be better was enough. But yeah, I've had FBS. FBS is good, obviously. Rip tape is fine, obviously, or they wouldn't be around anymore. Frenzy, Tough Hardware. Yeah, this one's fucking groovy, baby. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful as always. What you come to expect. We don't play that fucking nonsense. All right, so yeah, we're gonna continue to set up setups like this. And that's about it, dude.